Hello and welcome. Look at the winter wonderland behind me. It is glorious. Today we're off to probably my favourite lake anywhere. It's going to be fun, the conditions look great. Sun, snow, this should be a good one. Easier way or the more fun way? Yeah, let's do it. So, welcome to my favourite lake. No, not this one. This is Untersee. Just over that bridge, I'm not sure if you can see it, the light is pretty harsh at the moment, is Eibsee. We're in Bavaria, we're not too far from Garmisch-Partenkirchen, and yes, we're at Eibsee. Very famous lake, probably not as famous as the likes of Lago de Braise, but for me, this is the best of all the, shall we say, easily accessible lakes that I've yet to visit in the Alps. Going to be a good day, let's see what we can find, but welcome to Eibsee, my favourite lake. So just over there, it's like I think it's actually a swimming hut in the summer, but it always creates a good photo for me. One of my favourite ever photos I've taken included that. It certainly was not your typical Eibsee shot. I'll put it on screen now for you to have a look, but I wonder if I'd try to get some leading lines maybe up to it. I'm not sure whether I can or not, but look at the conditions, it's glorious. I am loving that light coming over the mountain, but no idea how I'm going to use it from here. I'm definitely in a bad spot for that. Ah, now we might be talking. Definitely potential here. I might head into the sun. It is cold today. I think it's about -4, -5 at the moment. At least it's still and there's no wind, which that would be awful, but it's all worth it. Definitely worth it. And that is better already. So just checking photo pills. I'm going to lose the sun somewhere over here about 3:30. So hopefully get all the photos I need light for before then. And hopefully by then the forecast is for some scattered cloud. That would be perfect. And hopefully they can light up a little bit and give some really epic conditions. You always got to hope, haven't you? So one of my New Year's photography resolutions was to try and slow down, but try and really look around me, observe, and make sure I'm not missing anything good. I'm hopefully living that today. Last time I was here, I did here and then 2 other places in one day, whereas today, spending the day here, I'll be here until after the sunset, so see what I can find. It's not my strength, I'm very much a run and gun style photographer, but yeah, trying to change. New me, new photographer me anyway. So Eibsee has quite a few islands in the lake, and that is one of them there. It's a lovely scene, this is. Oh, what a day this is. Absolutely stunning. Eibsee is a photographer's dream, really. I don't think it'd be a lake I'd choose to come walking around too often. It's very flat, it's pretty busy, and there are much nicer alpine lakes around, but you can park just over there for photography. It doesn't get much better than this. Every season is brilliant. Autumn, well, autumn's brilliant everywhere, but autumn's sensational here. I took a few photos. I was really lucky, came a couple of autumns ago, and there was some snow. So you had the snow line above the autumn colours of the trees. That was pretty spectacular and magical. Then winter, I think today speaks for itself. Spring and summer, it's just beautiful. The blues, that's the only thing you don't get in this weather because of the ice over the lake. What you do get around these islands where the water is very, very shallow is some really amazing turquoise colours. You don't get them in winter, that's the only problem, but it's a fair price to pay. But definitely every season it's worth coming back here, so yeah, it's magical, it really is. And that's pretty cool. Frozen island. Just a little bit of cloud or haze, which is lovely. Just spotted more cloud rolling in, so I'm not sure what that's going to mean, but hopefully something good. I think I might stop and see what this cloud behind me does. Hopefully if it comes across the lake, I might get some really atmospheric shots. So I think I'll wait here for another 10-15 minutes and see what happens. Okay, I'm still in the same spot. There's just so many things to take a photo of. The sun behind the cloud is just creating some amazing scenes, especially since over this side is so light and over this side is so dark and blue, and it creates a really nice contrast. So I'm loving that. This definitely warrants the E word. This is epic. This is amazing. I love this place. No matter what the conditions, you can get something stunning, and when the conditions play along, wow. Okay, I will make a move now. I think I'm just going to head further in that direction behind me along this bank and see what more there is. There's a few more islands. Another one of them has a little house on it, so see if that's got opportunities. I might be able to get the sun behind that maybe, but yeah, I think I'll have another bit of a walk and see what we find out, and see what we find. Why do I keep saying find out? Okay, so checking out the Zugspitze webcam. As you can see on screen now, I'm under that big blanket of cloud in the middle, so it's not looking particularly promising for a sunset, but as you can tell, it's got a lot colder here, so gloves, snood, thicker beanie, cup of tea. You can take the boy out of England. But now heading, surely not the right way, I don't know, heading onwards anyway. Well, I really hope you're enjoying today's little adventure with me. I certainly am. Now the clouds come in, I'm not quite sure what my plan is, but so the weather forecast hasn't changed since this morning. It still says that now and for the rest of the daylight there'll be sunny spells with some clouds. Not buying that looking around. Let's have a quick look at the satellite picture. Yeah, as you can see, everywhere north of here is under thick cloud, but it's not looking good for anything sunset related, sadly. Quite a nice view. As you can see, the clouds have really come in now, but still some nice shots to be had. I think that might be one of them. The things we do for photography, I think that's the way. Yeah, that was pretty close. Complete dearth of footprints down here. I'm certainly going to be alone. Ah, that's actually some quite nice light. As you can see, the light is coming in from the sun over there, and it's really dark and blue, which I think looks amazing. Right, let's try and get down this last bit safely. Okay, so it's not bad, is it? Can I see any out of the ordinary foreground? No, I can't. Whilst I can see bumps under me, and now I'm on land. I mean, the ice would easily support my weight, but here on my own, in this weather, not a chance am I risking it. loving the fact we've got that glow over there, and I can see on the GoPro, and the camera's definitely catching it. There really isn't much foreground, which is a shame. This spot, when there's no clouds here and the lake's not frozen, below the surface is loads and loads of stones, so they make quite a nice foreground, and then you've got the mountains. Believe me, all up here. This is normally one of, if not the best spot for a reflection of the mountains and the lake. Clearly not today. Okay, so sunset's only about 40 minutes away. There's absolutely no light down this end of the lake, so I think I'm going to start walking back towards the car. The drone might have got a few nice compositions because the patterns in the ice look fantastic, but we'll see when we get home and I'll share them with you. So I hope you're enjoying coming with me to my favourite photography lake. Do let me know in the comments below which lakes are your favourite for photography. There's so many great ones out there, but I would love to know, so please do share. But Eibsee, for now at least, is mine. Okay, so the sun's set now, the light is disappearing fairly quickly. I think it's time to start heading back to the car. I've had an absolutely fantastic day. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. But we're not done yet. Let's head back to the office and see what we got today. Okay, the first of my favourite shots is this one. I really like the depth in this image. I like the fact that you've got the absolutely stunning island at the front, which I will say fascinated me for far too long on the day. And then the subsequent islands as well, giving it depth. The only thing I'm not sure about is this bottom left hand corner. I don't know if that water is distracting, especially with the patterns on it. I might be tempted to delete that in post. I don't really know. Maybe I'll show both and let me know what you think. The second shot is this one. And yes, again, the island. But I absolutely love the atmosphere in this shot. I think the sun coming through those clouds gives it real atmosphere and a mood. I'm a big fan. I like the foreground. I don't think it's too overpowering, but I think it gives depth and interest. And of course, the stunning island and the building on it. Very fond of this shot. Next up is this shot. I don't know why I have a real fascination with that building. Every time I go to Eibsee, I've got far too many shots of it, but I really like it. I like the cloud above it. It gives an element of mystery. Of course, the snow-capped trees look fantastic. The foreground gives it a bit of depth. I did focus step this one. I don't know in hindsight whether it would have been better to just focus on the swimming hut and have the foreground slightly out of focus to give it a little bit more depth. Not really sure on that one, and I really like it. Next up is this drone shot. This was actually just as the drone was entering the clouds, so that's why it's a little bit soft and a little bit misty, but I think that really adds to the photo and gives it atmosphere. I keep saying that word, but it is true. I really like the colours. It's very cold. The patterns are really interesting. I'm not sure if they're a little bit too much and a little bit too distracting in places, but I think overall I really like it, and it's an image you could look at for some time and keep finding new things. And finally is this shot. I absolutely love the foreground. It's not a leading line per se, but it is pointing directly at the subject, and I think that moves the eye really pleasingly through the image. I like the simple mid-ground. I don't think it's too much. I think it's just a nice balance across the whole image, and of course the subject is very, very strong in this image. It's very central, so really, really happy with this image. So unlike a lot of the shoots I've been on recently, I was really happy because I got quite a lot of images I was really happy with, so that's absolutely fantastic. Another thing that was really, really surprising is that I actually spent most of my time in places around Eibsee that I'd not been to before, or I hadn't spent much time before. So that, for me, shows the variety and the scope for landscape photography at Eibsee. So photographers, you should definitely visit there very, very soon. It was a super fun day. I really, really enjoyed it. And do let me know which of your favourite images that I took on the day. Really, really interested to find out. Thanks very much for watching. That was Eibsee. That is my favourite lake. Do let me know yours in the comments below. But thanks for watching, and until next time, see you then.